Hello, Sanibonani, beautiful people. Welcome back to another live stream. We are back. I hope everybody is doing well. Please don't come to me for being late. I learned from the best. I learned from your ministers. They are never on time, starting from number one. So, Namige, I'm allowed. As in, this show should be called the Tea Party. I am telling you guys. This should be the Tea Party. How is everybody doing? Sakuluma Tea Party. Please do let us know where you are watching from as you come to join us in the stream. Please do let us know so that we have an idea of who's watching and where they come from, because that also determines the language that will be used in the stream, because we do try to use English, but I know some of you will come in and we will speak Zulu, and if it's just us Nguni people or people who understand Zulu, it doesn't matter. But we try to be inclusive, because this is not just a Zulu show. It's for everyone. It's for all South Africans and all those who love South Africa as well. We asked Rasta to do it, and Rasta, the artist, did it. I think it should be named "The Tea Was Hot," and it should be given to Helen Zille as a Valentine's Day present. What do you guys think? I think she would enjoy it for Valentine's. But asiko lapho, we are here in the Venia vaccine as South Africa gets ready to do vaccine celebration bashes. I hope one of you guys, Shem, was there, who can come in and tell us how it was with vaccine bash. How did it go? We are talking about a vaccine. I am going to put a link, because this is not my show. This is not about me, and I do not want to influence you guys. This is the original vaccine. I don't care who says what. This thing is the vaccine every African child had growing up. And how I'm saying African children, I was so surprised to find that they have this in the USA, they have it in the UK, and they use it the exact same way, maybe different ingredients, but the exact same way and for the exact same reasons that we use it for in South Africa. And growing up, I thought it was just a South African thing. I thought it was just a Zulu thing. It was a black thing. But nope, it is very international. You can get it. For those of you who live in the UK, you can get it at Boots, the chemist. You can get it, any chemist, just go, or you can even Google it. You can get it online. Anyway, Sigulento vaccine. I will tell you my views, but because I do not want to influence anyone, and I do not want anyone to base their views or decisions on my own views and decisions. What I will do is I will allow to come in, know what they think, what they think, and I will tell you guys my views. And yeah, I've got a story to tell you regarding the vaccine. That's going to be very fascinating for you. But yeah, but I don't want to influence anybody. I've put the link to the stream. And did anyone listen to, I think I wouldn't call it why were we even invited to Dr Zweli Mkhize? I think that thing was like the Zoom conference for scientists. It was just complicated terms and numbers. I don't know why we were even invited. I don't know why it was live. They should have just done it for themselves. A lot of people ended up being more confused, more than ever. I feel like it was rushed. They themselves are not ready, and we still need another briefing that can be addressed to us in a layman's language. Not, I felt like I was attending a scientist conference. Seriously, guys. But okay, this is our South Africa. I have put the link, guys. Please come through. Let us know what you think. Are you getting the vaccine? If yes, why not? If not, why not? If yes, why are you getting it? If not, why are you not getting it? And what have you heard about the vaccine? Do you know anyone who has had it? And what's been the experience? Are you a nurse? Do you believe in it? Do you not? But don't just come and say, Ngifunland. Tell us why. You know, and don't come and say, everyone must get the vaccine. Everyone must get the vaccine. Tell us why. We want to know why. Thank you so much. Imbongi.
Kunjani sisi?
Ngiyaphila unjani bhuti wami?
Ngiyaphila kakhulu sisi.
Uthini wena ngevaccine?
Ngizothi ukuhluka kancane ngendaba ye-vaccine sisi. Uyangezwa?
Ngiyakuzwa.
Ya, okuzokwenza ukuthi ngithi ukuhluka kancane nge-vaccine, baningi abayifisayo, baningi abayithandayo. Ngikhumbula ngesikhathi kuqala i-COVID, sasifisa sibaningi ukuthi bethole ikhambi elingabhekana nalesi simo. Kodwa okwenzakalayo imizamo eyayizameke e-Afrika bayichitha. Abaningi ngokuthi babengafuni ukuthi kube khona usizo oluvela e-Afrika ekubeni i-Afrika ukhambi nalo. So baze bagcina befave ukuthi bekwazi ukusebenzisa i-cash flow ngendlela abafuna ukuyisebenzisa ngayo namanye amazwe. Then what I realize about i-vaccine ayikakafiki. Okay, isifikile but ayikakasebenzi. Kune-information evelile encane kodwa inkulu ngokomsebenzi wayo. Wela esithole khona ukuthi i-vaccine le ethengwe ngama-billions yezingama-millions sinayo already eSouth Africa. Bebengafuni ukunaka lokho kwethu ngokuthi kufana nokuthi uma umuntu ohluphekayo uma ukhuluma iqiniso bengafuni ukukwethemba. Ama-farmers ase-South Africa abalule ukuthi i-vaccine ineminyaka i-exist eSouth Africa as umjovo wey'nkomo. Iy'nkomo uma ziney'kelemu. Ngicabanga ukuthi as ama-Africans aware ukuthi ama-farmers bakhona u-ona iy'nkomo eziwu-400,000. Maybe per ipulazi eliyi-1 uney'nkomo eziwu-600,000 or 800,000. Iy'nkomo zinodokotela bazo aba-specific. So okusho ukuthi kunama-process aranwayo ngokwempilo yenkomo entabeni. Iyaphila inkomo iyaphefumula, umehluko wayo ayikhulumi. Thina abantu siyakhuluma senza izinto siyaphila. Umehluko kwi-vaccine abasilethele yona ukuthi bayenze ngokuthi ibe-divert-ele kwi-human being from emjoveni wenkomo. Then le mali abayisebenzise belanda lezi zinto bahlulwe yini ukuthi bethathe lolu lwazi esinalo eSouth Africa kube yilona abalisebenzisayo because it's very similar nale abayilande ngaphandle. Abantu abasemakhaya bangamavila, ikhabhinethi ingamavila, ososayensi bangamavila. Uma ungababekela nje ukukhuluma. Ukukhuluma kudla isikhathi ongeke uze usibhadale, ngisho kuthiwa uyathanda awuthandi emva kwesikhathi esingakanani. Uma uluze leso sikhathi uluzile. Angandi kakhulu sisi. I-mic yakhe i-off sisi.
Okay, ngiyabonga kakhulu. Sorry guys. Thank you so much. Siyabonga kakhulu. Yo inzima lento ye-vaccine. Kuthiwa uma uthi uyakhuluma uhlupheka abamani bangakulaleli. Ngazi mina ngomalume wami mesine-family meeting unede uthi uyakhuluma nje. Singawezwa nokuthi uthini. Kuthiwa sikafiki kule point lotshwala sisazokhuluma ngotshwala. Singayamuzwa. Mhlawumbe usuwezokhuluma into esile nje. Sheshe simmise. Please don't be that person now in your family. Kutsai. Hello and welcome.
Hey, wait.
How are you? When are you not cold?
How? Angithi endlini ku-right akubandi.
Yo, in this freezing weather, I can't cope.
Amakhaza akhona ngaphandle kodwa not endlini.
How are you and what's your view on the vaccine?
Uyazi ukuthi ngicela ukuthi kuthiwa kukhuluma isingisi kuphela.
This thing doesn't like headphones. If you ufaka headphones, they have bad sound.
Okay.
If you can, ngicela abantu bakhumule.
Okay, sengiwakhumule ukuthi kunale mpahla le awuthi ngiyisuse-ke. Yeah. Uthe kukhulunywa ngesingisi?
Any language you are comfortable in, whatever you are most comfortable in. Vele umbongo sesiqalelile ngesiZulu. I'm sure besingisi sebebalekile vele. But any language you're comfortable with. Not because we're trying to only accommodate international people kuphela, but even within Southern Africa, we have a lot of languages and people get lost mase sikhuluma language eyodwa.
Yeah, uyazi ngempela. Hora ya hore ke tla bua ka Sesotho ka Jen. Ke kopa hore ke bue ka taba ya vaccine e. Alright, ngicela ukuthi ngithi mina into engayisho. Uyabo indaba ye vaccine kwathiwa khona my announcer kwathiwa i-vaccine izatholwa uye wonke umuntu. So kwathiwe hayibo ngingedwa yini kathi useshone ephuthenje. Kwathiwa i-vaccine izotholwa uyena wonke umuntu, izotholwa nangama foreigners. Wonke umuntu nje ohlala eSouth Africa uzoyithola. Leyo nto ngayijabulela mina, and then there were questions on social media ukuthi how abantu bako Zimbabwe bayitholelani. Ngajabula ke mina njengomuntu waseZimbabwe ngizwa kuthiwa nama Zimbabweans onamaphepha nonganamaphepha uzoyithola. Ama Zimbabweans, we make the highest number of foreigners in South Africa. And there's something people have never really gotten to understand about the number of Zimbabweans in South Africa. Into kumele ukuthi abantu bayi-understande ukuthi sithe siba ney'nkinga thina le eZimbabwe ngo-2008 saba nama-elections. Morgan Tsvangirai beat Robert Mugabe, wathola ama-votes amaningi. Kwaba ne-outcry within the whole country in Zimbabwe. So kuthe kube ne-outcry, i-United Nations yataska i-African Union ukuthi ake nilungise inkinga yalapha eZimbabwe. I-African Union yataska i-SADC ukuthi we-SADC anisixazululela lolu daba lweZimbabwe. I-SADC yathumela i-South Africa because at the time President Mbeki was the chairperson of SADC. And then he was put as the mediator of the Zimbabwean problems. He went there to sit down with Robert Mugabe and Morgan Tsvangirai. Wasekhipha istatement uThabo Mbeki abantu abaningi abangasazi abe-South Africa esithi there is no crisis in Zimbabwe. That's what Thabo Mbeki said. There is no crisis in Zimbabwe. Now let me tell you something. This is where it all began. Uyabona wethenjiwe ungathatha umfazi kamakhelwane wakho. Be prepared ukuthi nabantwana bazolandela uma la kwakho. Nezinja ebekade idlala nezingane sizolandela lezo ingane noma ngobe amakati namagundane konke kuzolandela. This is what happened in 2008 after the Thabo Mbeki statement that there is no crisis in Zimbabwe. After that statement, all our investors left Zimbabwe. I'll give a few examples. Unilever was headquartered in Harare. It relocated to Johannesburg. Unilever used to employ 14 to 15,000 Zimbabweans. Yavala yonke i-Unilever yaphela eZimbabwe yahamba yayohlala eSouth Africa. Old Mutual left Harare. They relocated to Cape Town, employing above 10,000. African Distillers eOtshwala left Harare, employing plus minus 10,000. Yahamba yayabo South Africa. So many investors left Zimbabwe for South Africa. Hayike kwacaca phela ukuthi nathi siyalandela lapha eMzansi. Futhi seze yazi ngobuningi bethu. Lapho ku-2008, 2009 kuya ku-10 seza ngobuningi sonke sagcwala lapha eMzansi. Sithe mangabe sesigcwele eMzansi because oThabo Mbeki ne-ANC, they knew exactly what they had done to our country. They came up with something called Zimbabwe Special Dispensation Permit, which states that if you are a Zimbabwean, awukhathalekile ukuthi ufundile, awukhathalekile ukuthi wenza iphi trade, unamaphepha noma una, woza kwa-Home Affairs, there is a special line for Zimbabweans, so ninikeza nje amaphepha. So ninikeza, basinikeza yazi wonke umuntu wathola amaphepha, ngoba babazi ukuthi ibona basimoshela izinto le ekhaya kithi. So-ke, right now, when the vaccine comes, lalela ngithe mina i-Zimbabwe Special Dispensation Permit is only for Zimbabweans. It doesn't cater for Nigerians. It doesn't cater for Abatswana, Lesotho, Amaswati, Zambians, Malawians. Those who don't have papers, they don't qualify because this one is especially Zimbabwe Special Dispensation Permit. Ngoba iSouth Africa iyazi ukuthi senzeni thina. Ngokunjalo-ke namhlanje masokufunakala i-vaccine akwazi nje ukuthi kuthiwe sizonikeza ama-South Africans as first priority ngoba thina sila e-South Africa at the contribution of the ANC and Thabo Mbeki. Ngiyaxolisa ukuthi mhlawumbe ngithe ukuthi kancane, but I just had to say this because i-vaccine kwathiwa eyomuntu wonke. Thina-ke yithi abaningi as foreigners in South Africa sibaningi futhi asiyindawo. Until this quiet diplomacy comes to an end, somebody has to step up. uRamaphosa has to step up and tell uMnangagwa ukuthi lungisa inkinga zakho laphaya, hayi lento yokuthi baloko bephuza itiye nje behlekelelana bethi ku right yonke into i-right. Ngeke nje kuze kube right ngalawo matiye wabo ngoba thina sobeloko sigcwala laphaya. Ngisho bangafaka, uyazi ngisho bangafaka izikebhe laphaya kuLimpopo better siyeza until they help us fix our problems. Akusizi wethenjiwe ukuthi mangabona umuzi kamakhelwane wakho uvutha umlilo. Thina eZimbabwe sithi mangabe ubhebha ukuvutha kuthiwa ubhebha eZimbabwe ke ngesindebele. Uma ngabe umuzi kamakhelwane ubhebha, kumele ukuthi wena uthathe ibhakede uyoncedisa ukucisha umlilo ngoba lo mlilo lo eventually uzobreaka into your own homestead. If you say no, everything is fine there, that fire will end up catching on your side. So a problematic Zimbabwe will mean a problematic South Africa and the entire region. So I welcome the idea yokuthi let the vaccine be given to everybody, and I'm so into the vaccine. Thina ke as Zimbabweans, we have this here. Ama-vaccine la. Oh, sengikhombisa abantu i-biceps. Hayi cha, ngikhombisa ama-vaccine. Those are our vaccines. So we are not going worrying about vaccines because akuyona into entsha. Into vele sakhula ngazo, sahlatshwa ama-vaccines sisasezingane. We are not going to be following this propaganda that says yeah, i-vaccine izogulisa abantu, izobulala ama-Africans, izokwenza njani. Cha. Okay, ngiyabona abantu bayayijabulela le ndaba yokubhebha. Umlilo ezimi sithi umlilo uyabhebha thina, hayi ukuthi ukuvutha. Abantu mase bethi umlilo uyavutha sokuyisizulu.
Nesizulu siyasho sithi uyabhebhetheka.
Uyabhebhetheka, uyazi usho kahle, ubhebhetheka nje. Thina sithi uyabhebha. Umlilo uyabhebha. Yeah. So ungabona umuzi kamakhelwane wakho ubhebha, kumele ukuthi uthathe nawe ibhakede, uthathe ipipe lamanzi uhambe uyosiza lapha ngoba lo mlilo uzobhebha nakwakho. So inkinga zonke sinazo thina eZimbabwe eziningi zakhona, they are actually contributed by what Thabo Mbeki said. Uthi Kudzai, uThabo Mbeki was not wrong. Akuna crisis vele ezim nina nohlulwa kutoyitoy elizweni lenibalekela apha. You don't understand something. You need to know ukuthi Zimbabwe has a completely different history from the rest of the African countries. From 1965 until 1980, we had a war in Zimbabwe. Kwakuyimpi sibanga inkululeko. We didn't get our independence like South Africa. I'm sorry to say, but clearly it appears that most countries got their independence on a platter. Zimbabweans took up arms and it was a war, a civil war. We lost over 100,000 people just fighting for liberty in Zimbabwe. So we have a completely different history and we understand what violence can do. People don't want to see what they saw pre-1980. We have that problem. Ngale kwalokho ke amaphoyisa aseZimbabwe kukhona i-special force yamaphoyisa okuthiwa yi-support unit. Uyazi bayashayana, wethenjiwe amaphoyisa eZimbabwe ayashaya, bayakubhaxabula, yazi siyakhala isibhaxo lapha eZimbabwe. Ngiyangibona mina ko-South Africa abantu betoyitoya benza, eZimbabwe akudlalwa kanjalo. In fact, agcineni lama elections, la previous elections 2019, uNelson Chamisa beat Emerson Mnangagwa ngama elections. Abantu bazama ukutoyitoya, and what did Mnangagwa do? He let the soldiers out. He let the soldiers and they shot people, they killed people on the streets. And what did they do? They called in Kgalema Motlanthe to head a commission in Zimbabwe to resolve and to deal with what had happened before. uyazi akekho waboshwa kuze kube namhlanje, but uEmerson Mnangagwa let out soldiers with firearms to fight against citizens, unarmed citizens. Who lets out soldiers to fight?
That's a very interesting conversation. It's really an interesting topic, and I always preach that we need to be taught African history in our African schools, so that in order for us to know where we're going, we need to know where we come from.
Yeah.
With vaccine, are you getting it? Are you not? You already said you believe ukuthi vaccine iyasebenza.
Uyazi mina i-vaccine ngizoyithola njengoba nginikhombisile la ukuthi nginawo vele ama-vaccine amanye aseyinqena.
Which country are you getting it from? Which country are you getting it from?
I will get it here in Canada.
Okay, you're getting it from Canada. In South Africa or in Africa, where you're going to get it?
If I was in Zimbabwe, if I was in South Africa, I was going to be getting it. People have shown pictures of vaccines written not to be sold in Canada, in the United States and Europe. People need to understand, Uguti, there is what is called economic priority. Economic priority simply means plasma vaccine only to be distributed in poor countries, simply because uma bengasakwenzi lokho ama-vaccine wemathe nje azoqedwa amazwe labo Canada no America. They will take up everything and the poor countries remain with nothing. So the reason they were those to show ukuthi the vaccine is only for Botswana, Zambia, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Angola, is to make sure also the poor countries get something, because if they don't do that, the vaccine yophelela ngala.
Okay. So the vaccine. So much. I wanna say on for the vaccine in South Africa. I do believe they should, because this is not a disease that discriminates. It's not a virus that will discriminate. Anyone can get it and anyone can spread it. So people must just be given, regardless of where they come from, as long as people live in South Africa, they should qualify. That's my honest opinion.
Sister,
Right. Ngathi uvule radio lapha, ngicela uvale radio.
Right.
That sounds better.
Hayi sister, uyabona lento ye-vaccine kahle kahle lana mina nje khanda imali la namfethu, ngoba iqale yavela lento lena, ivele kuphi la e-Africa, kwathiwa ikhona ikhambi ayiwele naliphikisa, kwaqhamuka leli nkomo-ke lezi zabela amabhuni emapulazini, lezi eyijovayo yabo, lezi zobisi sijova ngawo le mjovo le. Kukhona i-India eliboshiwe lapha e-airport eThekwini, elaboshwa liphethe lamaphilisi wayo, ngoba lento phela kodwa yazi ngizwa manje ukuthi lento vele ibikhona kodwa manje ibisetshenziswa. Ngiyema lapho my sister, yabo.
Uzojova noma ngeke ujova?
Hayi mina mfethu ngizojova mina. Uma ukuthi ngiyafa nje, ngiyafa ngoba kuyafana nala, yabo la ehlombe la sayifaka le namachafachafa la ehlombe la, uyibone lento nani sayifaka, azange sife. Nali besiwafaka ama-dots lawa kwakugonywa ey'koleni, sifaka ama-dots lana, azange sife. Ini uzosibulala kule, ngoba nayo ivikela isifo esithile, ngoba nalawa amanye ay'vikela ezinye zezifo, o-cholera o-Ebola, sakwagomela. Yini manje lesi sekufanele sigomele lesi sekuba ney'nkinga? Bona vele lesi sifo lesi si-difficult ngoba manje asikholwa kodwa manje fanele siyithathe i-vaccine masifuna ukuphila mina ngizoyithatha nje.
Okay, siyabonga kakhulu. Thank you so much, Ngiyaxolisa, guys. I don't know what's happening with my sound. I've changed. Sengikwi laptop, I was on my phone. So if it better, change. Smanga, your device is not connected. And guys, ngizofaka futhi i-link. If you would like to join us, please. Ngicela upresse i-link usijoyine. Uhlale phe kwendaba usho ukuthi yeah. Usho ukuthi wena, what are your views? Uzoyithatha i-vaccine ngeke uyithathe. If you are a medical professional, it would be nice to hear from you. Please do let me know ukuthi sengiyazwakala yini, because I have changed from one device to another. I hope sekungcono sekuyazwakala. And I have put a link again, please guys. Nange uTami. Hello Tami. Hey.
Hi, ninjani? Abusheni dumelangi. Nda. Arubua. Good evening.
Good evening, unjani God?
Ngiyaphila shami. Leti ngihlushwa isignal today. Angazi ukuthi kwenzakalani uma nginganagezi ngapha isignal nje. But I am good. I just with this thing of vaccine. Mina, I think it's actually can you hear me?
Siyakuzwa kahle kakhulu, ungaqhubeka, siyakuzwa. It looks like we are losing Utami. I will get the next person, and then so we'll see Lokuza Smanga. I can see you backstage, but your device is not connected. So
hello, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
As you know, I'm on the right page now. I think you're discussing in the Baga Minister, right?
No, today we're talking about a vaccine. Ukuthi what types of vaccines esizowathola South Africa. So we're just talking about whether people basasaba ukuyithatha, whether they believe ukuthi izosiza i-vaccine. Sikhuluma nje nge-vaccine namhlanje. Thank you. Thembi, hello sawubona.
Yebo, Thenjiwe njani?
Ngiyaphila unjani?
Yami ngiyaphila.
Yeah, wena uthini ngale ndaba yokujova?
Hayi, mina ngithi abantu kabathathe obakwaziwa phela njengoba kuthiwa yiyo ezasisiza, asithatheni kuphela. Ngoba sesingayekela ukuyithatha sizitshela ukuthi sizafa bese sisifa futhi siphele. So silandeleni khona lokho ngoba yikho vele so isinqumo esesikhona.
Yeah, so uThembi uthi asiyithathe i-vaccine. Let us hear ukuthi Eugenius yena uthini. Hello Eugenius, unjani? Eugenius, hello. Eugenius. Eugenius, hello. Okay, Uyaki. Thembi Sobiyela. We lost Thembi Sobiyela. Yo angazi mina kwenzekani kanti la. I don't know whether it's network or kwenzekani. Ndu, sawubona njani? I feel like people abangufuni. Everyone is coming in and then I disconnect. I'm starting to take this personally, guys. It cannot just be a coincidence. Bongani, hello njani? Ngokuya nje kokuthi drink tea enkandla sebebhedisa i-network yami. Yes, these people badlala ngomlilo. Eugenius, are you back? Victor Vicky Tebe uthi hey Thenjiwe, I am in Zim. I need to connect. Ngenza njani? I've just put the link again. you just press on the link there. Yeah, just press on the link. Izokufaka backstage, and then let's hear from you. Ukuthi wena uthini. Kululeko, hello.
Baphuma bayangena indaba inkinga yabe network.
I think inkinga ye-network. Ngicela ukufaka uRia ngoba bese sizwile from wena backstage. Ria, hello.
Hi, Matenju Jani.
Ngiyaphila ngicela ngiphinwele zakho.
Tata Nas. Yeah. Uyazi yini mina ngicabanga ukuthi abantu abayithathi vaccine ne because if uzokhumbula nakudala ogogo bethu if ungababheka la kuningi abafanga basaphila so thina sizobulawa yini. And futhi if uzwa kahle kodwa lento izawuqala phaka Department of Health odokotela bebengeke bavume ukuthi into ebulalayo iqale kubo. So abantu abayeke uhambisa into abangayaziyo. Bye bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Siyabonga kakhulu Ria. Nick, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, and yourself?
I am good. Uthini wena, what's your opinion? Are you getting the vaccine? Do you think we should get the vaccine?
No, I'm not agreeing on getting the vaccine. I cannot be vaccinated with something I do not know what it contains in. Firstly, I would like to let you know there are people with allergies. So we do not know what the vaccine contains. Something which is we need to know our side effects. We cannot just agree to be vaccinated. As the president said, and I quote, "You are not forced." So I'm not going with the vaccine. Yes.
Yep. Thank you very much. Philani. Philani, hello. Yeah, Phila. Uthini wena ngale nto ye-vaccine?
Hayi andizi. Besho kahle nje ukuthi until we know ama side effects ne because ngempela asilazi iqiniso akekho umuntu osekhulumile. Kuma nje kuthiwa ikhona efikile sekukhona into wrong ngayo bangayiletha kanjani millions of ama vaccine alethwe lana sekuthiwa manje awekho right awekho effective kanjani why bengalethanga 10 for instance bawa test ngoba sesine variant yethu esingayazi nokuthi ivele kuphi sikhona ke so I understand mina sis confused ngempela. So like you said the other day jokingly ukuthi bona bazotesta lapha live bafaka amanzi thina sifakwe le vaccine esingayazi. So I'm kind of skeptical kodwa ke kugcineni mhlambe umuntu uyogcina seyifaka but hey not anytime soon. Not anytime soon sis.
Yo, thank you so much Philani. Let's hear ukuthi abanye bathini. Sukumoyo Mkhize, what's up?
Ilizwi lami liyabaleka.
Wenza njalo umugroove.
Thou shall not judge when I tend you. Usibambe. Hayi-ke mina sonke siyazi ukuthi ku-vaccine le. Siyathi hey asikabona abantu ama-side effects. We are talking about long-term effects. Why bona ngaphi i-vaccine ephambi ukuthi nazi bhabhabha all of a sudden sithuthile ya paswa kwaba right. It's been too quick into le. And mina nje I'll say it again. Angazi abafuna ukuyithatha but mina andizi. Angiyithatha. Yeah, sathatha silabo BCG labo sasibancane. Ukhuluma awungayena umuntu omdala athi hamba ofa. Now you are old enough to use your mind. We need to unlock our minds from following what our forefathers did. Labo gogo labo khulu. Usumkhulu, usuwazi ama side effects, usuwazi ukuthi abantu laba badlala ngayiphi indlela. But wena la ngu20 yazini I give up. Angifaki uvaccine lo mina. Angiyazi ukuthi omunye uzathi ngimthethe sekule wiki without any so hlala njalo. Awazi ama long term effects. Into ephamukwenza ungani yenziwe eChina, mikwenziwe eChina. Yakuphatha esenziwe eChina, chop la gqokile yabona ngathenge into eChina thenju. Ngasithenga isigqoko ngasigqoka ngafaka washing machine. Sisuke sesi shut up wena. Abantu abakwazi umthetho. yazi ngikhuluma ngendaba eziserious abantu abazi bangifonela ngawuthenga sithenje isigqoko saphuma sesingesomntwana ole 6 years asisagqokeki kodwa ngisithenga ngangiperforma masiphinda futhi no sona ngingafuna ukushirinka mawufuna ukuba njani angiyalithatha is one man for himself kodwa mina ngeke abantu abami never put your thinking cap ngifuna le line elokhu elisebenzisa sawathatha sonke ama-vaccine sawathatha did you do yabona thenje i-flu vaccine iyazakala ukuthi i-vaccine yabakhona kudala lo coronavirus asikamazi umthakathi lokuthi ngowakuphi uya ngaphi uvele kuphi angithi udevulu njengelampondo libona udevulu ubuya ngempondo buya ngabo vaccine labo lokhuzi labo bona labo corrosia yabona la so ucorrosia sazi ucorrosia ngokwabani uTrump wathi ngowako-China asazi qwi selithethe uminister qwi selithethe i-vaccine yazi liyazithanda izinto.
So you are killing us. Let me hear from other people. Please stay. Mhlambe you'll come and rejoin us at the end. Delo, hello njani?
Siyaphila mama njani?
Ngiyaphila. Yeah, uthini wena ngendaba ye-vaccine?
Hayi angizi bengangibali.
Awu.
Laba bagodi sinamafolo sivela sevumile ukuthi aphambili ake beqale sobona ngabo. The thing is Emma, there is a too much conspiracy kule COVID. Including ama-states wakhona and what. Umuntu manje usefa ayifele nje ngokwakhe ateste positive COVID then it's COVID. Akusenzi i-postmortem. I-postmortem angithi iyona esho ukuthi umuntu ubulawa yini. Umuntu ngamdubula ukuthi akabulawanga inhlamvu. Ubulawa ukuthophe kakhulu noma uthukile ngesikhathi usamdubula kwami inhliziyo before umdubulo besefile. Leyo nto uyithola kwi-postmortem. But manje umuntu make bamtesta positive for i-COVID akusenzwa postmortem bakwenziwa nix. So there's too much conspiracy kulento manje. That's why kungekho lula ukuthi ungavela uthi nje no nansi i-vaccine uyayithatha. Lena evela within the period of 8 months lokhu njani isifo sifikile. Sekutestwe kwenziwa ama-test kwaconclude ukuthi it's the right one. Nini njani?
Wemdelo ngicela uku-add kulento oyishoyo. It's not just people who are tested positive. Even umuntu khona ngasekhaya khona washayiswa ibhasi last week ubulawe i-COVID kusho ukuthi behamba ecabanga bekungasaphefumuleki khathewela umgaqo.
Izwana-ke yezwa loo nto.
Umuntu ofana i-COVID.
Angithi ayisenziwa ama-postmortem. I-postmortem iyona esinika ukuthi what exactly into ebulala umuntu. Ngoba umuntu kusho ngamdubula. Umuntu engafa engabulanga ukuthi wena umdubulile. Abula ukuthi ngathi umdubula uvele kwamena inhliziyo kwathuka kwami inhliziyo wafa. I-postmortem izosinika lokho. Ukuthi yes umdubulile but besefile vele. O umdubulile wangafa ngesikhathi umdubula wopha kakhulu. That's what the cause of death wophe kakhulu not ukuthi ujuliwe. But on the COVID side umuntu nje ofa manje it's a COVID. Ungawulala uyilalele ebusuku uvuke ekseni uyimele inhliziyo i-COVID.
And at courts they also have what they call the egg-skull rule, which means umuntu kufanele mhlawumbe ungathi ushaya mina ngempama, impama ordinarily ayibulali kodwa ushaya mina kanti ngesikhala esithambe njenge-action. So that's why your postmortem nani kubalulekile.
Kufanele kwenze i-postmortem check ukuthi impama lengabulala umuntu bese kuyathola ukuthi no isikali salomuntu siluzi vele. O mhlawumbe lo muntu beneyinkinga zakhe eziseceleni beside. So amaphapha ahlulwe ukuphefumula inhliziyo yama washona. That was the cause of death. Manje le cause of death yama-COVID yonke like ziningi izifo esinazo namanje engakatholakala ama-vaccine wazo. Less within the period of 8 months sekune vaccine which is approved. And mawuthi uyahlehla uyayilanda the vaccine eqhamuka kumuntu othe i-Africa it got a lot of useless people okufanele benze njani bencishiswe. So uyayibona loo nto leyo like asisho ukuthi abantu benze njani kodwa just a background check ukuthi le vaccine isukaphi iqhamuka kanjani kuyathatha isikhathi esingakanani ukuthi vaccine iphasiswe ukuthi singasebenziswa abantu. Nale bayisho nje ukuthi manje ibekelwa labantu abalokhu njanisile ama-countries aphuwa khona kufanele eqale bawathole eqala before ama-countries are-rich. Umuntu onemali engancishwa ilokhu njani engancishwa isikhala sokuthi aphile enemali kubhekelelwe abantu abangenamali laba ba useless. There's too much controversy kule nto, so yeah, asazi uba nokhokhelwe ini kwafika kuphi. All right mama.
Hayi niyakhuluma webantu. Mina ngicabanga ngiphi ilokhuzana. Ithenda yokuthi nginijove. Dunisisa mina ngijovane ngalweni. Dunusa. Jove. Sawubona.
Sistenji.
Yebo yes. Siyanini kojova?
We angingeni leyo.
Kanjani nje phela usufikile
No.
umjovo kakhulu kabe uhulumeni
No, umjovo no angilwi nomjovo yabo. Kodwa ilento esanda kuchaza umfo ophumayo la manje ukuthi ena mahlayeni nje ziningi izifo ezaba khona before yabo. Kodwa iyathusa nje le vaccine. In 8 months sikuphuma i-vaccine. Yabo lento leyo. And abantu banendlela yokuyikhulumela. Yabo abantu abaningi nje bazojova. Bathi manje ena ogogo bethu babejova kuqala. Mongase uba check ogogo bethu banamachafa. Yabo lento leyo. Labo bantu laba vele balwelithi vele bona vele bayazi bazojova. Yabo lento leyo. Sazi ngani nje basekhona izifo ekangaka nje manje. Ogogo baphatha ushukela every zonke izifo lezayikhona. Sazi ngani uma mhlawumbe lamavasini wona lawa ayejova kuqala. Yabo lento leyo. Ngizaba ukuchaza. Because impilo isimfishane manje. Ngeke size sisazi ke mhlawumbe iyo amavasini lawa ayejova kuqala. Yabo?
Thank you so much.
Angisho angivimbela abantu ukuthi bajove.
Ngiyakuzwa mina. Nangomunye European countries such as Poland, Germany, France, ne Switzerland uyibale lapho. Switzerland also refused but akho bantu baba bazojova to use AstraZeneca, but Mzansi has ordered it from India. Even India is leyo vaccine. Siyabonga kakhulu Stu. Let's hear ukuthi abanye bathini. Lungelo sawubona?
Yebo sawubona.
Unjani?
Hayi siyaphila.
Lungelo usukulungela ukuthi sesingayojova.
Ayasiyeni impela ke siyojova impela. Ayasijova impela mhlawumbe siyanqoba leli gciwane manje.
Uthini kulabo abathi ngebajova ngoba gqugquzela uthini ukuze bahambe bayojova?
Umuntu manje inkinga uyakhethela manje noma ngathiwa ngiyamgqugquzela bengathandi nje akulula ukuthi ahambe ayovasina. Ya, kodwa nje hayi asijoveni selinqobele ligciwane leli.
Uyabathemba abantu base South Africa ukuthi ngesijove ngomchamo wengulube ngeke befuna ukudla imali yamathende emjovo.
Ayikona bengayidla imali kodwa nje
inyama food parcel.
Hayi babebanika babekhetha.
Babewalokhuza kodwa babewahlukanisa uthole izambane elilodwa. No sawoti ofakwe eplastikini yesiqeda.
Ayangikwazi lokho.
Ayisho ukuthi nabusa ngakini.
Ayisho si impela.
Mina ngithi abangiqashe kube mina engizogadala abantu ukuthi abarobhini abantu.
Hayi ke sekumele ufake isicelo sokuqasha.
Enimkhulumeni ngivelele bangiqasha. Thank you so much Lungelo uthi yena uzojova. Akayingeni lento yenu yokuthi ningafuni ukujova. I will put the link one more time abadinga ilink yokungena so we can hear ama views abo. Nayi link sengiyifakile. Yo, kwazi kwamnandi. Nkolisi, I can see you trying to connect but your device is not connected. Bongani kambe besengenile bongani? Bese ngeke ngakhuluma nawe?
No, awukazi ukhulume nami sister njani? Ngizamile ungena before then. Yangikhatha ngazi bekwenzakalani.
Okay, ngiyaxolisa kakhulu ngalokho. Ya siyahamba usiyobonga ukuthi sebesibuyele nevaccine sami sojova ngithi.
Like abantu I think abantu baleka knowledge about vaccines sister nje. I-vaccine is a very important preventative measure. Yebo le ndaba. So abantu mabathathi vaccine. I know ukuthi there are so many things going on with social media bakomplaina ngama-side effects. Remember, kube nama-trials, guys. Benza ama-trials. Meaning bebatesta ini le vaccine ukuthi izosebenza yini. And ba-researcha nani nama-side effects. Sister nje yonke into. Ngisho mina i-medication, not just i-vaccine as a preventative measure. Ngisho mina i-treatment yonke. Ngisho ipilisi mina iPanado nama-side effects. But the interesting thing ngithanda ukuthi ama-side effects noma ngabe akhona kodwa a mild side effect, which means like awasi intense ngalendlela ukuthi vele sesiyofa vele siku-severe. No, abantu abathatha i-vaccine abangafuni ukuyithatha okwabo kodwa nje i-vaccine izosiza kakhulu ukuthi si-prevent ukuthi ilo khaya isibulale sisithenjiwe. Laba abangafuni ukuyithatha so kwabo, I'm happy because no one is forced ukuthi ayithathe. Yebo. I'm so happy ukuthi no one is forced. So i-decision yomuntu and kuya ngakuthi wena i-knowledge yakho ama-vaccine ithini. According to me, like I'm a medical student by the way, and now I was scared because of vaccine sheshe yavela sisithenjiwe. But now they are trying by all means because they can see now if bangatholi vaccine, if bangatholi indlela yokugwema lesi sifo, sizofa sisithenjiwe, sizofa singabantu. So akufuneki lokho. Uyabona le ndaba. Abanye bayihlanganisa no-5G. Ingenaphi 5G ku-COVID-19? It's a disease.
Yabona
5G.
eya 5G ugogo wami asayithenga into ewu-5 kg. Umthela impuphu ewu-5 kg ukuthi ungangeni naleli gciwane la kwami. Usababi nje into ewu-5 kg. Yabona ukuthi ngempela information esiyidlulisayo sibe careful ngoba sidida abantu manje.
Serious, like i-social media i-powerful kakhulu sisithenjiwe. Ngaphosta into mina engicabanga ukuthi iyenzeke emhlabeni. Wonke umuntu, abantu abaningi boyibhiliva. Uyabona indaba. Unfortunately, mayisinikwe like abantu bayafa sisithenjiwe. Like and abantu abaningi, you know why bangafuni ukuthatha i-vaccine? Sengakashoni abantu abaduzane nabo abanye. Bayibona endabeni kupha abantu akamazi, akufa umuntu oduzane kwakhe. Uzo-understand ukuthi why. Mina kufa abantu engibaziyo sisithenjiwe. Nami bengayibhilivi i-COVID-19. Bengithi nje it's just a scam. Yebo. But now abantu mina engiduzane nabo bayashona. Umuntu ashone nje.
It doesn't have to
like
it doesn't have to be umuntu osondele naye. Ingena nje manje ku-Facebook wakho uscroll nje uye phezulu uzobona o-RIP ozohlangana nabo. Uzobabona people in multiples in different families. Akufi umuntu oyedwa. But yeah.
Serious.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bongani. I've got a lot of people waiting. Let me see here ukuthi bathini. Uthi Bongani asijoveni guys. Sicela ukuzwa Lungile. Malungi.
Hi mngani.
How are you?
Unjani Sithando?
Ngiyaphila Sithandwa sami. We still need to do
right.
it after this call, after this live. But sokhuluma eceleni. Yes. What's your view? We are jova.
Hayi mina angeke ngijove mina. Mina nginesifo senhliziyo ngilinda ngitholele idona. Angangitholele idona kuqala yenhliziyo ngizobe sengiyojova. Kunini nginesifo senhliziyo? Ngilinda idona. Mingakhi iminyaka? Almost 10 years. Seka ne-vaccine ngesipiti so angakangitholele idona. Makayongitholela idona kuqala ngizovaccina after.
Yo.
Yabo. Angitholele nje idona yale nhliziyo yami eyisikorokoro emva kwaloko ngizovaccina.
Ngabe bewunganayo inhliziyo ubuzovaccina?
Futhi mina ngifune yase-India. Kube bengenayo isifo senhliziyo. Bengizovaccina ngale batch yokugcina, idose yokugcina gcina bengizovaccina.
Mase ngakutholela inhliziyo yase-China ungayithatha? Mase ngakutholela inhliziyo yase-China or
ngithola inhliziyo yase-China, anginankinga nenhliziyo yase-China ngoba mina ngimnyama. Kodwa-ke ukuvaccina, ngizovaccina kule batch ezolandela. Ngedose yokugcina ngizobe sengiyavaccina. Hhayi lesi eyifikile, lesi azolandela. Nakhona futhi idose yokugcina. Hhayi le ka-number 1, funa leyo, the last one in the box, yiyo lezohlaba mina.
Yeah, thank you so much. Let's hear ukuthi abanye bathini. Hayi uthi nje uLungu ucela yena bamlethele isifo uma kukhona onenhliziyo bandla onenhliziyo enhla ka-donate inhliziyo yakhe adonate-ele uLungi. Qaphe, sawubona njani? Sikhonde Kamthabela. Sikhonde Kamthabela. Okay, we are connected. No, Qaphe. Let us try Mzwandile. Mzwanele. Mzwanele unjani?
Hayi,
Yebo.
right sinile.
Hayi si-right nathi. Uyajova?
Hayi ingxaki lo mjovo lo.
Why?
Ingxaki kakhulu. Hayi azingeni le nto imijovo. Mayiqale phaa kubo president aba. Abasibonise. Yabo. Kuba zonke izinto ziqala kubo masinto ezimandi ezishoyo maziqale kubo. Yabo. Ungathi ngoxa kufika i-vaccine kuthiwa mazizoqala kuthi. Yabo. Maqale kufe bona ngaba baphethe yonke le mali.
Bazojova ngalo wena ozojova ngawo.
Andiva ke?
Are you sure ukuthi uma beqala bejova bazojova ngalo mjovo nawo ozojova ngawo noma bazothola ohlukile?
Obvious bazothola ohlukile but ke ngoku awucinga ufumane inyani. Because le country yethu iyabheda nje yonke into yakhona. Yabo. Thina basezantsi asijongelwa ntweni nje yabo.
Yeah, thank you so much. Awuthi sizwe ukuthi abanye bathini ngiyabonga kakhulu Mzwanele naye uthi cha yena ngeke aze ajove. Andy, how are you?
Yebo sisi kunjani?
Ngiyaphila. Siyajova, siyanini kojova?
Hayi, mina sisi sengijovile ngine 2 weeks ngijovile.
That's perfect. Ukuphi nendawo se-England?
Yebo ngise-London, yeah.
Uhambe kanjani?
Uyazi sisi why ngajova? Ngiye ngabuka let's say inamba yabantu ababulawa yi-COVID bangaki emhlaba wonke nje, it's over 2 million angithi. Abantu asebebulawa i-vaccine bangaki? Dololo. So choice is yours. uRamaphosa uchilo wathi hayi asiforce umuntu but choice is yours. Ukhethe i-COVID or ukhethe i-vaccine, it's all up to you. Ungayi ngokuthi ubani uthini.
Ujove e-England ukuba bewusekhaya ubuzowutrusta the same way umjovo?
Yebo. Kunini sajova sesezingane. Ziyasho insizwa labo sisi ukuthi hayi kunini sijova. Uyayibona indaba yakhona sisi.
Yeah, so
you choose the vaccine nokufa.
And did you have any side effects after jovile?
Cha, ngine 2 weeks njengoba nginje ngihleli nje ngine 2 weeks ngajova wasala nje yabona ipain yona la ukuthi ufake injection like any other injection nje.
Kodwa hayi ukuthi ngoba ekhaya kunama-rumors amaningi yabo eyenza abantu basabe. Abantu ziningi izinto ey'khulunywayo ukuthi uma usujovile wenze kanjani.
Mina ngiwanda ukuthi kanti abantu bekhaya basabani ngoba i-first batch ayikakasetshenziswa. Bakuthathaphi bona? Bona kufanele bezwe ngathi esejovile. Sibatshele. Yeah. I-Africa as a whole ayilikho ilizwe eliyi-1 eselisebenzise le vaccine. Bakuthatha.
I wish ugovernment wethu would use people like you abahleli kwamanye amazwe basekhaya sebejovile. Aniphe phela nanamathenda okutshela abantu ukuthi kuhambe kanjani emva kokuthi nijovile. But thank you so much.
Abangani bethu siyabatshela nasemakhaya siyabatshela. Ekuqaleni first day ngibuya jova bebengathi bathukile ngathi hayibo. Lithuka kanjani ngoba i-COVID mayiza izongishaya. Yeah, kuyafana.
Thank you so much. That was very good to share. Umuntu osejovile ke ayinto uma izwa ngabantu. Asikizwe uTsikelo unjani? Your mic is on mute.
Ngikhona njani?
Siyaphila wazwa.
Enkosi, yave ngiqala ukukubona kule veki ku-Facebook. Hawu sisi, phela le vaccine yo mina ngayeka ama-contraceptive because kaloku if ngike ndafaka isitofu sana ndiyadumba. Ndayeka hayi. Ngoku inoba ndawuyifaka emva konyaka mna vaccine. Ndifuna uqale ndibone uba bayaphila nabantu.
But angithi sesibonile ukuthi abane-corona baphila.
Hayi, ingxaki andikavi i-India yona baqhuba njani i-India? Inoba baqhuba kakuhle bona ngale vaccine njengoba besebeyizisa apha kuthi.
Abayisebenzisi la basiphe yona basebenzisa yase-Russia bona.
O thina sisebenzisa le. Inoba si-afforda lena thina. Hayi ingase upresident mhlambe kaqale naye ayifumane. Andithi upremier wase-Eastern Cape uthe ufuna i-government officials zibe public xa zifaka le injections ke xa sibabone. Because into endiyoyikayo mna because naxa wenza i-flu vaccine they always say uba unikwa i-flu so that umzimba wakho ube used to i-flu. So it looks like now they are giving us i-corona. Awu ngeke mina yo
i-vaccine isebenza ukuthi bakunike leso sifo.
Hayi I don't think ndi-ready mna ndihleli ndine-short breath yo hayi uba ndingabanjwa yiloo corona mhlawumbi ndibe one of the people that it doesn't work nabo yo hayi ngeke. Mna ndizake ndilinde unyaka because ndihlele endlini ndifaka imask ndiyasanitize mhlawumbi emva konyaka. Hayi ndizake ndibabone uRamaphosa upresident ndicela zasixelele xa seyifakile umjovo. Sicela asixelele.
Thank you so much. It's very interesting to hear different views about a vaccine, and I promised you guys my story. Number one, I hear a lot of you saying they want to kill us. Let me tell you something, especially my fellow South Africans, South Africa. If these people want to kill us, they can put it in my andeni, they can put it in streetwise too, they can put it in the SMA that your children are drinking, they can put it in the water. As South Africa, we do not even produce toothpicks. There is nothing that we produce. Everything we get comes from them, and majority comes from China. All of you right now are wearing something from China. If they wanted to kill us, they will put it there. Yes, I agree. Corona is the only quality things that has lasted from China. Everything else doesn't last more than 2 weeks. So yeah, but equality of Corona, I buy it. But so this thing of they want to kill us. If they want to kill us, they wouldn't go to the extent of spending so much money making vaccines to bringing them to South Africa. It's so easy to kill us. They can put it in the tea bags If they wanted to kill us, they would do it. Simple. It wouldn't be so complicated. They would put it in meal. They know the food you eat. We don't even make our own stamp anymore. We don't even produce. Even Amadumbe, South Africa, made in China. Cabbage is made in China. You are eating plastic cabbage that is made in China. So stop fooling yourselves that people will be so complicated. It won't be complicated to kill you guys. They can put it in water. There's no mlungu who lives in Tanzania or Kwamashu. They would put it in that water, nipuze, nishon. So let us stop pretending there's something we produce. We are dependent on them to breathe. Point number one. Point number two. Mina, I grew up in South Africa. We used to go to school and come back with an orange. I don't even know what vaccines I have had in my life. We never had vaccines, permission from our parents. They never asked for parental consent. Orange. We were trials. All over the world, I hear amatoyitoyi, don't test on animals. Even when you take any makeup onayo, we found is not tested on animals. Who is it tested on? There's nothing about not tested on human beings. There's nothing about not tested on Africans. So yes, you are rat as a lab. Get testwa ngani ningazi. Even manje that thing akade yenziwa the minister, let's scientist conference abebesibhedela ngayo. They said, I remember when COVID started, people were worried it won't be tested on people. But they said, go and listen to it. Trials were made in South Africa and the results were 77%. Listen, we are not in control of our lives anyway. They said, I screenshot this from in the an hour ago, Dr Zweli Mkhize. Acknowledgements ubonge volunteers who participated in the study, which means there were human beings used for trials. South Africa, this is we showed this today, like an hour ago. Ikona ungahamba uyilalela. Staff at 7 clinical trains and other scientific collaborators across Gauteng, KZN, and Western Cape. Mhlambe now we trial ours. Ngoba niyayisayina nezinto eningayifundanga. Sponsors, sponsors abo University of Oxford, and funders, South African Medical Research Council, Department of Science and Innovation, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. So stop fooling yourselves. You do not make decisions about your lives, South Africans. These are the sponsors for your vaccine. Read again. I'll wait. In fact, I'll pour myself another cup of tea. My tea is not as hot as in Kandla tea anymore. It's gone cold, but tea is tea. Mina, I'm currently in England. Yaisabi vaccine. I've had a chance and I registered. Benzo vaccine tomorrow at 4:45 in the afternoon. I cancelled it on Friday. Not because I am not gonna get a vaccine. Eventually, ngiyoyithola. Ngoba vele sogcina siyitholile. Lento yokuthi people won't be forced. Kwashiwo njalo nangama-test, kwathiwa we won't be forced. Right now, you cannot travel anywhere without a test. To get on an international flight, fanele ube ne-test, which is not only expensive, but it's compulsory. You have to have a test. Kwathiwe kuzotesta abafuna ukutesta, nobody will be forced to test. Right now, you cannot go anywhere ungatestile. You cannot do anything ungatestile. You can even go back to work ungatestile. So uktesta has become compulsory. Nokujova kuzoba compulsory. I know ukuthi eventually sizojova. Bese sikhala ngama-side effects, which is part of the reason ngingafuni ukujova for now. Because ngigwala, and I'm not gonna jove until ngibe comfortable. Ngoba ngizoshawa isifo senhliziyo sokusaba bese kuthiwa ngibulawe i-vaccine yabo. So I will wait. Ama-side effects yes siyawasaba. Even iPanado inabo abantu engazwani nabo, khona abantu ababulawa i-peanut butter, khona abantu ababulawa ukuncinzwa inyosi. So everything will have abantu that will abazo-reacta kakhulu ngehaba bashone kunabanye. Ngiyasaba ama-side effects. What makes me so scared of ama-side effects? Number one, Pfizer nje. Go and read their cases. They've always messed up, and bahlala mess up e-Africa. E-Africa kunama-villages ingane enganawo udebe lomlomo ngaphezulu because abazali bewe use as trials. If bengisa of a childbearing age bengengiyenzi i-vaccine bengamane ngingene ethuneni. Ngoba anazi ngizozala ingane enjani. That's a long story ngonixoxela ngelinye ilanga. But yeah, be careful. Number two, ama-ARVs okuqala niyakhumbula benzani abantu? Niyakhumbula i-shape yabantu yabanjani? Ukuthatha izinto engaka-trial. But then ngiphinde ngiyiphikise lapho. I'll tell you why ngiyiphikisa when it comes to izinto njengama-ARVs ukuthi abamisa kanjani abantu. At the end of the day sesiyibonile i-COVID yabulala. Ngingamane ngimisa okwesiqubo kunokuthi ngishone. Because ngakushintsha ikunika ama-side effects, but there is no reverse ekuvuleni i-casket. Musivaliwe bye bye. So when it comes to ama-side effects versus ukushona, what do you choose? Eventually, ngizojova. Uma ngise-South Africa, I know ukuthi I'm in a very privileged position. Kwakhona laba ngasikrosa futhi bayasikrosa. Mina ngidinwa nale nto yokuthi mesibhagcwalisa ama-forms fanele ubhale ne-ethnicity. Why do you wanna know ukuthi I'm black or white or bani? And the minute ngithi I don't wanna tell you ukuthi ngiyiphi race, obviously ngimnyama. Umlungu, they are privileged. They will never deny their race. They will tell you ukuthi ngumlungu because bayazi ukuthi banama-advantages over us. Why ufuna ukwazi ukuthi ngiyini? Ngabe niyasijova nje nini? Angazi number 8 noma number 5 le nginawo. Any problem enginayo? Yini bangangasitest because i-vaccine base bekufaka leso sifo ukuthi ube nama-antibodies ukuthi mengabe sesingena akwazi ukulwa. Yini mangasi-check ngoba mhlambe sengike ngaba nayo i-corona yangangibulala. Mhlambe vele umzimba wami u-strong enough ukuthi uyayilwa nje mithi iyafika. Ngachatha phela mina. Ngachatha nje mina. So kungenzeka ukuthi mithi iyafika nje ifika umzimba wami uyikhahlele ngokarate. Ngahlula utwayi nesitapa mnwane mina ngeke ngize ngidlala i-corona. Yini bangasi-check? And kuma-forms kuthiwa if you've had COVID, if you've tested positive for COVID in the last 14 days ungayithathi i-vaccine. Why-ke sonke singa-checkwa ngoba mhlambe nginayo kuyimanje anginawo ama-symptoms. Angiskusho bona futhi ukuthi uyakwazi ukuba nayo ungabi nama-symptoms. So how do we know ukuthi anginayo njengoba sengizoyojova? So nginama-questions amaningi. But last but not least, in England, I think I'll do a separate video on it. Enye inkinga enginayo eyokuthi futhi leyo video ngifuna ukuyenza ngesingisi so that bazo understand because there's no point isilo sikhuluma sodwa. We need to speak to them so that they know ama-concerns ethu. Ayikho imibuzo wabo ongisatisfyayo. Kuthiwa musu ujovile uzokwazi ukuthi uyovashela ugogo wakho. Cha. Musu ujovile ngeke isakungena i-COVID isangakungena. Musu ujovile ngeke isakugulisa hayi isangakugulisa. Musu ujovile usungakwazi ukuthi ungayigqoki imask. Hayi kubalekile ukuthi uyigqoke imask. Sijovelani. Having said that, we have all gone through different experiences during this pandemic. Khona abafelwe multiple members of the families, khona abaphuma ekuguleni. Khona abashengishe ebusweni manje ngoba kade beqhuma bezama ukukhipha le COVID. So let us singajudani. Don't take what I'm saying. Nama won't take what you are saying. Let us all make ama decisions zethu individual. And into ebuhlungu ukuthi ngathi akusafiwa ngempela manje wonke umuntu i-COVID. Wonke umuntu. So I don't know. Let us just pray about it. Baphahla abapahlayo. And as African nje vele we need a strong prayer for our protection. I'm not even worried about us, man. Vele thina siyayifela, vele we don't reach iminyaka eminingi kakhulu anymore with or without COVID. I'm worried about the future generations yethu. Already a lot of black boys banezifo esingayiqondi because of le mithi esidlayo nalama vaccines. A lot of black women, especially laba bathi banemali, bazala nge-C-section because sesicontrolwa yini i-profit making yama pharmaceutical companies. This thing is a business. Yeah, Lisa, let's hear what you have to say. Sikelelo ngicela ungiphendule lento ebengisho. Did I make
Yes, I agree with you. Hey, uyangihlekisa nongihlekisa.
Siyasaba phela thina. Siyasaba. Let's look at some comments. So I think nje guys umuntu akazenzele into yakhe.
Yeah.
Ayikho yonke leyo nto faka wena uzobona ngawe. I've seen many that have taken in their bodies convulsing uncontrollably. They are crying. I don't want to get into the people I know asebeyithathile virus because angifuni kube ngathi ngiyanjuda. I will not get to that. And asikakabi ne-virus yotwayi, asikakabi and good luck to everyone ozoyithatha i-virus and everyone who's saying bayithathe ngicela babe careful and vigilant, social distance, yenze sure ukuthi siyayenza yonke lento ekuthiwa siyenze singahlangani nabantu. Just avoid, minimize a chance yokuthi uyithole. while you are waiting or while you are waiting to decide. Angeke uhamba ama-bash nama-party nemingcwabo bese uthi kodwa futhi ngeke ujove. Kodwa-ke nje leyo ukuthi bafuna ukusibulala khululekani bafethu. We just need to get our freedom back nje wokuthi sikwazi ukuzenzela izinto. Your children don't even know ukuthi i-orange liqhamuka esihlahleni bazi ukuthi i-orange liqhamuka kawulwethu. So stop fooling yourselves. Your lives nje isezandleni zabo. So I don't know. And when it comes there to i-distribution nani hayi mina angibathemba abaholi bethu. I-corruption is too much in my country. Abantu abakwazi ukudestroy iy'ncwadi zey'ngane zesikole angibathembi. Let us just pray ukuthi this time bazoba nawo unembeza, azikho iy'mali nama-vaccine azolahleka. Kuthiwa le vaccine idinga ukuhlala kwi-temperatures eziwu-70 degree, that's very, very cold. Leyo nto idinga ugesi, ayidingi i-country ene-load shedding. Angazi-ke ngoba even la England ayatshingwa, that's why nathi singawona ama-priorities kodwa sesikwazi ukuyojova because basobenzela ukuthi bangatshingi more than amaningi kakhulu. Angibaboni bewatshinga ezweni lethu abakwazi usifakela itiyela othi kade lifakwa ngayizolo ukuthi uyawokha emgaqweni lipeqube njenge-exercise itiyela. I don't trust them. The one thing about us as South Africans is that we were taught very well that we must respect our elders and that we must always respect hierarchy of how things happen. So I am very happy that we are finally getting the vaccine, but because we love our elders and we love our politicians as our leaders, they should lead us by example. We are saying they must be the first ones to get the vaccine and it must go according to age. So all the older politicians, we start with them so that we know they are safe because we love them. We really love them and we want them to be safe. And without them, there's no one to lead us. So can we please start vaccinate them and then follow by everyone who's ever had a big tender and then in the hierarchy of tenders. After that, we go with people who receive the food parcels. They must be the next ones to get. And then after that, we will know that the vaccines are fine. They didn't do anything to our leaders. They didn't do anything to our tenderpreneurs. They didn't do anything to our food parcel recipients. And then they can come to us. Because till now we are fine. We've always been last when it comes to everything. Why must we be first now? We are fine. We are actually now enjoying being the last ones. We are really enjoying being the last ones. So start with the others and come to us last. We are happy to be last. Please. Don't give us favors now. We are happy. We are used to being last. We've always been last. And this thing must also go with connections again. Everything has had connections. It's who you know. It's who you know. So this time we are saying, for the love we have for our leaders, can they lead us by example? Situmanina. Sisi, please, in front of us, and to make sure that everything is fair and people are not injecting themselves with water. Can we have EFF inject people from the DA? The DA must inject people from the ANC, and the ANC must inject people from the EFF, just like that, so that we know for sure that things are done properly. Can we just do that as a country and work together to make sure that our leaders are safe and they are leading us by example? That's why we voted for them. We knew there will come a time when we need to tumor them. We are tumoring you now. Hashtag tumanin. Lisa, how are you? Please unmute yourself.
I'm good, thanks, Sis Tenji. For me, na indaba ye-vaccine. I-right, bangajova laba abafuna ukujova cause i-choice yabo. Kodwa nje okwamanje basheshe bayithola nale vaccine and engikwaziyo njengathi la eSouth Africa amaqiniso ngeke size siwathole wonke. Okunye okungikhathazayo ukuthi bese sivele sikwi-second wave. Le vaccine at the time i-creator bi-createlwa i-first wave or i-second wave. So zonke lezo zinto zine-confusion ngaphakathi kithi as
You're talking about a second wave. Namhlanje bathe we must brace ourselves for the third wave as South Africa. And ayikho enginyanyisa njengalento yokuthi sekune South African variant. Akaze kuthiwe le enye bayinika igama kwa COVID-19. Le enye nje yonke indawo ibizwa nge-South African variant, South African variant. Saze savelelwa. Yazi South Africa fanele sithathwe sonke sike siyogquma nje siphalaze sikhipha amabhadi. South African variant, ayikaze lenye kuthiwa Wuhan variant yabizwa nge-COVID-19 yaphiwa igama. Jikelo noSukumoyo, your last words please.
Hayi, uyangiqeda ma. Yo, uyangihlekisa. No, my last words, I will just go back to what I've said earlier. Really, I would love to see our leaders wethu ayenza lama vaccine in the public, then we'll be fine. Then I'm just worried ukuthi if the vaccine izawuza nama very bad like results. I'm worried about my healthcare professionals because thina sidepende kubo. So if bona they will be sick, it will be bad, especially abantu abadala. Mabangabanikeza abantu abadala first le vaccine, abaqale kubo ama leaders la healthy, bangene kuma healthcare workers, not wonke, maybe half of them, because what if all of them now, you see, they will die. Bantu. I mean, I will go after our healthcare workers, no president, maybe after 2 years. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Suku.
Mina phela sengithole enye phone call lapha kuthiwa mina bekumele ngichasise ukuthi other people can take it. But ngichasisile njena ukuthi mina mselufu lo Corozia. uCorozia wangibamba. uCorozia is there bantu benkosi. uCorozia wanginyonyobela wangibamba. Abaphansi bathi cha ngisaphila. Mawufuna ukumfaka uvaccine mfake. But nanko phela lokhu ufaka imask. Nanko phela lokhu ungavakatshela ugogo lokhulu ngale. Azi mina ngovaccine. So mina bengithi ngifake, and then ingani uTanzania lona ekhuluma ngento zakhe bamvala uTanzania bamvala. Kade sokubuya idoti yona le bafuna no ngikhulumela for mina cha mina ngokwami. Subuya lo doti ufuna ukungithi vuthi ungithela kugazi. Kodwa wakithi Africa, wakithi uTanzania, wakithi wabuya labo lamvala lathi ha. Mina nje ngithi ngiyayibona indaba eyenzakalayo la. Abafuna Africa sizenzele ethi vaccine asenzene yethu.
Yeah. Can I just catch you? There's an important point here. They did say this even kule msangana bebewenze namhlanje ukuthi i-vaccine expire ngo-April, guys. Mina what disappointed me more than anything, yanede yafika i-vaccine kwavulwa ikhanda. Like, just because usuyithengile iPanado doesn't mean your toothache is gone. Wafika i-vaccine kwavulwa ikhanda, kanti le vaccine inomlingo yini? It just landed in the country. Akekho nesayitholile. Kwavulwa ikhanda kwathiwa sekungcono-ke manje ngoba isifikile i-vaccine akuvulwe, akhanjwe kuyophuzwa, akhanjwe kuyokwenza. And that worried me a lot.
Lami it worried me sibili ukuthi i-worried yabuya nisizwa uCyril esethi abantu go and drink. Mina ngibona ingani uCyril, I'm not in South Africa. uCyril kuthi ukuthi bayenza ama-test khona phana la bona labantu ukubona ukuthi i-vaccine yasebenza. Because khangela, when they opened it, ama-alcoholics yona lawana, kwagcwala abantu wandawo kuzange kube le kuthiwa yini lena kuthiwa yini lokhu kuchiyalana ispace kuthiwa kuyini
social distancing.
It was not there. Wabuya yaba worse. Wabuya wakhala uCyril wathi indaba imbi. So why can nango guys tuchela nango manje nisakhuluma nango guys tuchela ukhala inyembezi 1 minute, next minute isuvula amagate, yet you know ukuthi I mean vele athenje ungafuna ungenza guilt. Angenzi guilty, but engikutshoyo bantu bakithi ulivulele ukuthi gwanyenza alcoholics lingayenzise trap. Bafuna ukuthi lingadidizela kulibambe bese sithi vele ngevaccine ngatry yona. Mina i-vaccine le, as long as mina bese ngicela abagogo abokhulu labomkhulu ababanike labo i-chance bebiyele something. Ubantu kade sebegijimela kuthiwa izombona, uyibona i-plant liyane kuthiwa iyancedisa kuthiwa izombona. Ungababona be-advertise abo-Cyril labo bani dololo, but khona ukujova abantu jova udumbe. Mina mselufu mina ngithathi lenxa lifuna ukumthatha imthatha kodwa ungakhathi nansi into nansi vaccine right lwana uyakuklina konke isisu kuphele kube right. jikeleke kuhleka umuntu omdala nxa ekhuluma. So mina yama last words ufuna ukumthatha uvaccine imthathe but zibuze ukuthi yena if ene open date emabhawa ngesikhathi abona ukuthi abantu bayafa left and center. Kulomnye umntwana kwaba khona ku Twitter, I don't know if there are people abaku Twitter bekuthiwa ngina owabhubhayo recently wayetextela abantu about what she was going through ese hospital lapha wagcina wabhubha. Wayibona Thenju?
Bayivalile indaba yakhe from the news. Nyamalala.
Liyabo, so mina njengodade wena olithandayo ngithi do your mathematics uhlale phansi ubuze ukuthi why this, why that, ubuse uphenduka kimi. Mina ngizaziphumela njengomuntu omdala ngithini mina njengoba vaccine clean babo labo vaccine clean akangenelani lo vaccine clean ukhorozia wangibamba waphula. Ukhorozia ukhona abantu abamukhona ufuna uqamba manje ukhona uthakathi ukhorozia ukhona. But
let me just ask ulokhuzana uchikelo uthi uGeorge Labeni sisithenjwe kanti ngoba sinama universities that are producing professors, how come we are not producing our own vaccine?
awuboni ke
Mina ngithe awavalwe ama university eSouth Africa ngoba even kwi-speech sakho ubhizi ubonga odokotela base-Cuba shutha bethi abenzi lutho shutha bethi onesi abenzi lutho. Awavalwa ama-university eSouth Africa, awavala ama-scientific centers eSouth Africa, namanje kubongwana no Melinda Gates no Bill Gates ngoba nakho kushutha bakamasango benemali ngoba phela akukho nokuthi mhlawumbe ama-drop out ase-medical school. How do they become so involved ey'ntweni ze-medicine? Ngaze bahlale ngisho 2 days ngisho esikoleni sobunesi-ke nje kuthiwe hayi bazama bahluleka kodwa odokotela fanele bakhokhobele bona benze into eshoyo bona. Awuthi let me tool ngicela umzukulu la bese sesiyavalelisa emva kwakhe. Mzukulu kaMasusa Impisi. Mzukulu? We are not able to connect to Mzukulu, but guys, let us make the right choice. Singajudani, singapulishani, if umuntu ayithathile vaccine ningamhleki, nongayithathanga futhi ningamhleki. Akekho nama-facts when it comes to this thing. It's all speculation. Umuntu akenze azoba comfortable ngakho. And also, njoba kushiwo kwathiwa akekho ozofoswa, don't be bullied by your employers, don't be bullied by your colleagues. Because I've seen so many situations where people are being bullied. Alokhe ebuzwa every day, especially la England ngoba la England seqalile kuyajovwa. Umuntu sebezolo bembuza every day ukuthi usuyithathile, usucabangile, have you thought about it? And I know a lot of black, especially thina as abantu abamnyama siyayisabe vaccine, and that's based on our history. It's a long history. But some people are taking it because hey, sebelobe ngifayile isicefe emsebenzini sekuyimina ngedwa engayithathanga. Or sebelobe bengibuza ukuthi sekuthiwa ngibhala statement ukuthi angiyithathi ngani. So let us not allow ourselves to be bullied. It's your right not to take a vaccine. Let me just add umtho because sizoba nezwi lo muntu wesilisa sesivalelisa because bese sabantu besifazane kakhulu and thina niyasazi esimbokodo ukuthi hey siyashisa bo. Mtho, your last words uthini ngane vaccine sithini kubantu?
Hello my sister ninjani?
Siyaphila bhuti wami njani?
Hayi siyaphila kakhulu sisi wami. Eyo a little bit worried ngale vaccine. Because if we can check, let's go back a little bit in terms of makuthiwa kwenziwa i-vaccine. First of all, they tested to a certain animal by assess animal, stage 1 leso. Secondly, volunteers, which they tested it to them. Then stage 3, ngiso ke lesi siyinkinga ke manje lokusho ukuthi manje batesta kithi just because we stay in different places. If you can check, there are people in the north whereby they live ku environment cold. Here as in Africa sihlala kuphekwe environment leshisayo, uyayibona lento le. So lento ye vaccine angisho ukuthi bantu bangayithatha, abayithathe bantu on their own, but asesibuke kahle lento ye-vaccine. In Africa, we do have all the resources, especially South Africa. South Africa, ngasho ukuthi it's a motherboard country, whereby everything ikhona ukuthi singakhona kuyimela ngokwethu. But why are we still depending on the European countries? Why can't we stand on our own? We have all the resources. Kunento engiyithandayo lo qeda ukuyikhuluma ukuthi ngcono wavalwe ema-university. Why are we having universities? Why? Produce abo-doctor, produce, and after that bayobonga uBill Gates ngoba yena unemali. Which means nama ngaba nemali then ngithrow out i-idea bangayithatha ngoba nginemali. It's totally unfair. It's totally unfair.
Ngempela wemtho lento yokuthi sinabo odokotela bakhona oDr Khumalo noDr Malinga noDr Rebecca ababongwa kodwa mase kukhulunywe odokotela kubonga odokotela base-Cuba.
For in and khumbula my sister abo-doctor base-Cuba uma beza eSouth Africa khumbula ukuthi la bahlala khona ukuthi i-state esibhadalayo sibhadala ngemali esuka kubani. At the end of the day iSouth Africa manje ayisenamali njengoba kukhulunywa. So man uyabona la there is something fishing in this thing of ilokhana i-vaccine. Ngiyalithanda ipoint lakho. Let's let all the leaders take the vaccine first before they throw i-vaccine to other kubantu. Uyayibona lento le. And another thing, I was watching news. Kuna something which they call it, I don't know, it's a G5 or something like that, whereby yabantu besintu laba produce a certain medication okusho ukuthi assist vaccine, but they didn't talk about it until now. Why bangakhulumi ngayo? Ayikona kubhlungu the way ngakhona sikhalela ingane zethu thina vele hayi akusekho sikhalela ingane zethu.
Thank you so much Mthoni. I am really worried about abasazoba pregnant because ayikakenziwa ama-test kubantu aba-pregnant isibone bazozala iy'ngane ey'njani. Look at ama-disabilities all around Africa. Amaningi afike nama-vaccine. Kodwa-ke I'm not a scientist, I am not a doctor. Seningangipha-ke nje nami ningenza udokotela ngoba ngazi ukuthi sekuyimina ngedwa engingayena udoctor emhlabeni. Wonke umuntu u-doctor of something. So yeah guys, let us make the wise decisions. Sicabange kahle before siyenze and be prepared for ama-consequences. Ungangayithatha ushone, uyithathe ushone, okusolayo sonke sizoshona. Yeah. So angazi mina inzima lento. I just wish I could trust our leaders and I wish I could trust our colonizers. People who never loved me from the beginning, angazi bangithanda kanjani mase ngigula. Angazi bangithanda kanjani mase kufanele kulashwe sesiku front of the queue. I don't know. I don't have a good experience with ama colonizer, but ke kuningi.
And we did give him chance. It's not only EFF. Everybody else who was hard on Zuma became a bit soft on Ramaphosa and said, let's wait and see if the guy will take us out of this mess we find ourselves. But it looks like we're going into a deep mess under Ramaphosa, who prefers white capital more than our people, who prefers white people more than his own people. We are in a mess, and it's just a matter of time before black Africans rise in a radical way against him and his a white capital that seeks to capture the South Africans.
Nansi impiyeza
so shona pina Shomani sizwe Apha makawe South Africa Shomani sizwe Zingane zabafana zebaleka Ibambene ngesihlonzana Yeah Ibambene isinsizwa sakithi mashinga kithi madoda bo